Short and sweet. Hear me out. I grew up in a small town in Washington State, middle of nowhere. Okay, nothing going on. There's nothing to go do. The most that happens, I mean, it was a college town. There were some bars downtown. And downtown is a strong term, given that it's a population of about 8,000 people in that town. So, downtown is just kind of a nice way of saying where most of the buildings were, right? Um, when you grow up in a small town, Patton Oswalt has a really good joke about this. He says that it's a gift. The gift is that it turns you into someone who wants to go see things, that wants to go see the world, that wants to explore, grow, or otherwise achieve. Uh, he puts it forward in a much better way, something along the lines of, and I'm sorry to spoil the joke. He says it's a test, and the gift of the small town, that test, is you either grow up and realize I'm leaving before I kill all of you and then myself. You passed the test. Congratulations. You're leaving the small town. It's a little morbid, for my taste, but he makes a great point. And he says you fail the test when you say, I'll get a job at the local mini mart and I'll fill my truck up for free. Oops, you failed. Uh, yeah, about that. So, when you're in a small town, it can feel like nothing will ever happen. Like your life will never go anywhere. Nothing ever happens while you're living there. And you're stuck in this armpit of society, this place where it's just a dead end for life, dreams, or otherwise living as a whole, right? It's it can be depressing for someone who's young. Nothing ever happens, right? So I want to give you a little piece of hope, not only with that joke from the wonderful Patton Oswalt, but a little bit of hope from someone who has lived in many towns, many cities. It has nothing to do with where you live. It does not matter where you are at all. Not even kinda. You could be quite alone in a tent in Antarctica where no one is. What matters is what you're doing. What matters is what do you do with your time, who you are, who you're becoming as you do certain things. So, what are you working on? Who is it you want to become? Who, like, whose shoes do you want to fill? It doesn't have to be someone literal. You don't have to be trying to live the dream of your father, per se. I mean, what do you want to accomplish in your life? And what are you doing to get there? If you're working on those things, it doesn't matter if you're in small town USA. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in a third world country. Sorry. What matters is what you're doing to get there. Do you understand? Just because nothing's going on around you doesn't mean you can't make something happen. Especially if you're watching a video like this, you have access to the internet. You have you have access to every resource that's ever existed, whether you want to create something or you want to consume something, it's available to you. It absolutely does not matter where you are. It matters what you're doing. And it may not make sense to you right now. They may not it may just be gibberish to you, to your ears. Like, oh, well, I mean, that's all good and dandy for you to say. You live in a major city. But you're not getting what I'm saying. You make things happen. You as a person. You could organize some kind of gathering in your area. And that would be a huge happening because there's only 8,000 people who live in that small town, using my example. That would be an event that occurs, right? You could learn XYZ things, all manner of things, and then apply that to something and become this big figurehead in society because you know all the things on XYZ. You could do that. You could achieve some thing, by making it. And I don't know what that is because everyone's called to something different. Some people are carpenters, some people are programmers, some people are daycare specialists, some people are stay-at-home parents. Like there's an infinite number of paths, but where you live doesn't stifle your ability to walk one of those paths. It might stifle your ability to get a job, right? Like Amazon isn't hiring a lot of people in 2,000 people population city, a little town in the middle of Iowa, right? I get that. Jobs might be lacking, but you're not defined by your job. You are not your job. You're not your job title. You're something more. You're more expansive than that. What you do for work is just so you can pay rent. Who are you as a person? That's what you have to ask yourself. Like, who are you? What are the values you want to support? What do you want to bring into the world based on what you desire, what you believe, what calls to you? That is infinitely more important than where you are right now. And I never thought of that when I was 16. When I was a teenager stuck in the middle of nowhere, I was just bored. I just wanted to leave. I just wanted to go to the major city that was 2 hours away. But you move to the major city and you realize there's nothing there that helps you fulfill your dream. You still have to do it yourself. And you could say, like, oh, well, you're in a major city. Networking's easier. It's easier to find people to help you with that dream. Kinda, sure. I mean, you're not wrong, but you have the internet. You can do anything you want. You can achieve anything. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you're building towards? What is it that you're becoming? That's the point I'm making. Is it doesn't matter where you are. It matters what you're doing. I can't really put more words to it than that. So, thank you for your time watching this. I hope you find your calling. I hope you're able to manifest whatever it is you're trying to build in your life. Because you can do it. You absolutely can. There's nothing holding you back. You pour some time and effort into it, and you will make it happen. And I really believe that. Good luck. And also, good luck moving to that major city because it's totally different from that small town, friend. Take care of yourself.